Okay, here we go. There's me. Let me get some music. Alright, here we are. Hello, everybody. Let me put my iPad to the side here. Alright, man, we've already got so many people and it hasn't even started. Amazing. Thank you all for joining. Let me know what the volume's like, if it's loud enough, if the music's okay in the background, everything else. Pierre Alexandra, hello, welcome. Gosh, hello Amber, hello that dude, hello Bimi, hello Frankly Frank, hello everybody. So nice to see you all. Shadow God 212, welcome. I'll use your YouTube names. I know some of you have, your other names that you use online, but I'll just use your YouTube names here for any confusion or whatever. Blue, oh my God, Blue, hello. I was just gonna use your actual name and just completely disregard what I just said. Welcome, thank you so much for joining. Hello. Okay, apparently you can all hear me, so that's good. Alright, I've got my dried mango. I've got some homemade banana bread and some oranges and a nice hot toddy. I'm excited. I've been so nervous though. Oh my God, the gobbo chanting in the chat already. Incredible. How are you all doing? How's everyone doing? We're gonna do the actual launch on the hour. So at it's gonna be 5 p.m. for me. I don't know what hour it's gonna be for you and the rest of the world. Where are you all at? Hello, Hippodel. If I won't use your name either, I'll use your YouTube names. Thank you so much for joining. Daniel Bog. Can't wait. Love cooking characters. Same. I have adored cooking characters. I've been trying to do cooking characters in whatever few games that I get to be a player in for a while. And I love them. Hello, Galway. Hello. Thank you for joining. I didn't think you could join. Lovely to see you here. All right. We got so many people. Amazing. Fantastic. Very, very healthy chat. Already nearly 20 people in the chat. Hell yeah. Half an hour. We'll see. A few people won't be able to make it. We'll do the launch. We'll if people really want to do the launch earlier, we might be able to do that. We will also be doing, I just wanted to set up the stream a little bit beforehand, to make sure everyone's here and everyone can be here for the launch. But yeah, that is the plan. But if people demand it to be launched earlier, we can do that. It might be a little bit earlier anyway. Welcome Home Retreats. My goodness, if anyone doesn't know about Welcome Home Retreats, you should go check them out. They do incredible retreats all over the world. Yoga, breathing, all that kind of stuff. If you want to get away and find yourself and just have a wonderful, wonderful time, I can't recommend Welcome Home Retreats enough. It's amazing to see you here. Thank you for joining. Can we do lunch before the launch? Well, I've got my snacky bits, but if it's lunchtime where you are, absolutely do a lunch launch. I've got my mini lunch launch. I've had lunch already. I had some nice chickpea burgers and sun-dried tomatoes, which was lovely. I've been trying my best to eat good food in the last few days up till this launch, just because I'm making a cookbook. I gotta be eating well so I can actually say that I've been eating good food. Morris Galway, hello. Thank you so much for joining. Amazing. Wow, we got so many people here. This is fantastic. This is brilliant. Fantastic. What else have we got? How's everyone else doing? Loving the breakbook cover in the background. Yes. So later in the stream, I am going to be announcing the winner of this beautiful breakbook. Let me get it. So in my past videos, I have been running a little bit of a giveaway, and we're going to finally announce the actual winner of this giveaway during the stream after we finish the official launch. So stick around in the chat if you have partaken in that giveaway. We're going to be giving away this beautiful break book. So that's going to be sent out to one lucky winner, but also not to worry, because if you don't win this week, I have 3 more that I need to give away. So every week during the campaign for my Kickstarter, I'm going to be giving away one of these beautiful break books. whoever is here for the stream, whoever can join the stream. So make sure you're in them all. And keep your eyes peeled, keep your peepers peeled for each stream where I'm going to be announcing those winners. And we're going to do some giveaways live in those chats. So it's going to be pretty exciting. Now, who have we got here? The dude says noodle recipes. Possibly. There could possibly be noodle recipes. There's a lot of stuff. If anyone has any questions about the Kickstarter itself, feel free to throw them in the chat. But also, we're going to cover a bunch of the different tiers and everything. We've got a bunch of tiers for this Kickstarter as well. So I'm very, very excited to go through them with you all here in the chat. Should be very, very fun. Daniel Bogg says, I made an artificer in a game and cooked up a deep gnome for survival. Oh my god. Nat 20 for the roll and went insane afterwards, as you would, obviously. I mean, that is pretty insane to get to the point where you're cooking a humanoid. That is one thing I've removed. You can't cook humanoid creatures in my cookbook, just because there has to be a bit of morality there in the cookbook. It's more wholesome vibes, but you can eat a dragon, so there's that too. Nice to see you've got the Clippy there, Hivadel, for your profile picture. It's a cool revolution that's happening there with Clippy. Water Dispenser, hello, welcome, Water Dispenser. Dylan Manship, hello, never feared Zombie the DM is here. So your true name has been revealed, Manship. Welcome, Zombie. Really cool to have you all here. Autographed copies, that is a tier. Autographed copies is 100% a tier that was requested. And that tier specifically is called Made with Love. So I will actually be getting your book sent directly to me. I will be signing them, and I will be including a plethora of different goodies within your special order. I'll be adding a t-shirt. I'll be adding a hand-drawn image in there. So that's the real nice kind of luxury package. That is there as well for a tier. Absolutely, Amber. Hello, Rose. Hello. I hope you're having a lovely time. What have we got here? Beamy says, we've got the water dispenser here for anyone who needs a drink during the party. Amazing. Hydration is important. Oh my god, Miantu, hello. Thank you so much for joining. Oh my god, and Scorptech. Guys, Scorptech. Have you guys seen Scorptech? He's actually a celebrity. He's just reached 100,000 subscribers recently on YouTube. Just go check him out. He's incredible. Okay. So how many people have we got in the chat now right now? Whoa, 26 people. Oh my god. This is amazing. Sensational. What's my favorite recipe in the book? It's interesting because there's a whole bunch of tools there. So I'm someone personally, I love recipes for sure. And the recipes in this kind of serve as mini quest hooks for DMs to use. So there's these regional recipes in the book itself. However, there's also loads of different ways to cook and make up your own recipe. The whole the main core mechanics of this book is for you to have fun with your food and create recipes of your own. So there's really fun combos on how you can combine different recipes. You can butcher certain ingredients to get certain, benefits out of it. There's a whole bunch of ways to make your own recipe, but I do have some custom recipes in there. I think I do really like the bullet burgers and tree and truffle chips, which is pretty nice. But I also, in some of the unique ingredients, I actually really like the mini recipes you can make with them. So one, for example, is yellow ochre cream. So you take the cream from yellow ochre, oozes. You whisk it up, you add some sugar to it, and you actually make marshmallows with it. So I really like that one. Or no, sorry, is it the marshmallows? No, you make meringues with that one. Yeah, you make that, but there's a marshmallow recipe as well. Oh my god, Alfie! Hello, Alfie Sargent. This is one handsome-looking dungeon master. My god, thank you very much. Lovely to have you here. Daniel Bag, any early backer bonuses? Yes. Okay, so there is only 100 of these. There's an early bird thing. So as soon as this thing goes live, make sure you nab it because you can get free PDF with your book immediately. There's only 100 of them. So get your trigger fingers ready because there's only 100 of them. When they're gone, they're gone. So there is an early bird specific tier here as well. So make sure you get that one when you hop in. We have Kotiri. Hello. Lovely to see you here. Can you use Spellbroken's fourth purchase ability to learn spells from your party members in downtime? Oh, that's a good question for my class's skill tree. Okay, no, because it's meant to be harming you. So that's a tricky one. That's a very sneaky one, and I've been trying to figure out ways that you can't do that. So ideally you can't, but you can technically if you survive the spells. Robbie, hello! Diceless Games, Robbie, hello. Nice. I was worried I might miss the stream. Not at all. Welcome here. Robbie, for anyone who doesn't know, is also going to be running a stream. It's starting next week. I actually have a video on what Robbie is making. Robbie has made an incredible new TTRPG. It's actually not technically new. They're actually relaunching like a brand new, beautiful version of the book. I've had the absolute pleasure of playing Robbie's game Enclave. You should go check it out on Kickstarter while you're here and not have Kickstarter open. It is like experiencing a magic trick. Enclave is completely diceless, so you don't use any dice in this, which I couldn't wrap my head around. But when you play it, it is so clean. But it's also got like the crunchiness that you would have with typical dice mechanics and character building. So do check it out. It's really, really cool. That dude, pasta? ? So this cookbook specifically, there are some, everyday ingredients and recipes and foods that you can make in it for sure. But specifically, this recipe book is like an adventurer's recipe book. So all the food in it is weird. It's the stuff that adventurers eat when they are delving into dungeons and they're out like in the wilderness, and all they have to eat is the monsters around them. So very much like Dungeon Meshi, where, you could eat normal food, but the eating monsters will give you all these mechanical benefits while you're out and surviving and fighting for your life in dungeons and things like that. So only the crazy people, or people with very specific tastes, would eat the stuff in this cookbook. So that's kind of like a fun thing. But you could totally have pasta for sure. Okay. What else have we got? Salty Nix. Hello, Salty Nix. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you. We're going to launch real soon. What time is it? We can launch in maybe 10 minutes. I'm going to try to get to the bottom of the chat, and then we will officially launch this Kickstarter. Our Kickstarter. Hello, Misty Steps. Thank you so much. We're very, very close to launching everything. So, like I said, once I get to the bottom of this chat, we can go onto the launch page and we can, I was going to say pull the trigger, maybe not pull the trigger, cut the ribbon on this. So, let's see. I'll see what everyone else is saying, and then we'll get to that. But the chat keeps going, so we'll see when I can get to the bottom. Lucarion, hello. Thank you so much for joining. Boss just created my YouTube channel. You did? Holy crap! What is it? Plug it in the chat, and let people know what it is. They should go check it out. Whatever Lucarion's channel is, amazing. Break is a beautiful book, Blue. You're absolutely right. It is. I've never read a TTRPG book faster. This is like 300 to 400 pages, and I read it all in a single day, because it is so digestible. In terms of designing a Kickstarter, just solely from a design point, it's incredible. It's a phenomenal book. Robbie says, I'm flattered. Goblin's video when? Goblin's video very soon. I just play tested it with some YouTubers. So very, very soon, possibly within this month. We will see though, because it'll depend on how much editing it involves, because it's a whole kind of let's play, but I'm going to be condensing it down. That dude making character that has comfort foods and also Dungeon Meshi. Yeah. Beautiful. Ike the Architect, hello Ike. Lovely to see you here. I made for the launch party. You did. We're going to launch very soon. Dylan Manship, Tug is the goat. Thank you for the goat emojis there. Thank you. Mimics for dinner, yum, says Shadow God. Yes, there's actually mimic tongue. That is a unique ingredient you can get in this. And it does a whole, if ever you played Prop Hunt, it basically gives you the powers of Prop Hunt when you can turn into a mundane object, as long as you're not moving, which is kind of a fun little thing. Any spoilers, said Robbie, on the cooked together as a team mechanics? I'm a bit more than curious. Okay, yeah, so I'll give you a little breakdown. I'm sure you're all very keen to actually hop over the Kickstarter. I can see people are hopping off and things like that, so we will get to that. We'll launch it very soon. But in terms of mechanics for cooking together, so the way it works is you've got a DC. Each ingredient has like a selection of DCs, okay? So different tiers you need to get to unlock different powers from that ingredient. So if you butcher it, so if you get a really low roll for preparing your ingredient, you'll actually get a specific effect. But if you prepare it really well for the meal, you'll get a really nice effect as well. You get a completely different effect. They won't all stack. So you don't get all the effects of the ingredient if you prepare it super well. I don't know if this is making any sense, but if you prepare it super well, let's say this ingredient gives you a flying speed. But if you cook it, get the lowest COR kind of or DC for the check, it might give you +1 to AC or something like that. So when you are making your meals, you're choosing your ingredients, you're rolling your different dice rolls to see if you can achieve different benefits and bonuses from the ingredient. And based on what you roll, you'll get that effect. So sometimes there is a mechanic in there for actually intentionally ruining the ingredient. So in this case, I like to imagine, like, say you've got this lovely steak, you're going to char it, you're going to intentionally burn it so that you can get the +1 to AC with it. Where the teamwork thing comes into play, everyone can bring a different ingredient to the meal, and you can all come together to collaborate on this meal with different ingredients. One person specifically becomes a sous chef. There's one head chef as well who's kind of leading the meal and directing where it's going, but other people can add their roles to other things and specifically as well prepare individual ingredients and different kind of like accompanying pieces for the meal. And then come the end of it, once you've done all your roles, done all your checks, you can each describe what this meal has become that you've put together. So that's basically it. I hope that's a good enough summary. Amber says, maybe a quick backer level preview. Sure, backer level preview. You know what? Let's bring up the Kickstarter. Why not? I'll get to the other chats. There's a bunch of stuff being mentioned in the chat, but let's swap over. So let me get up. I'll have to just prepare the page here so we can actually see a little preview, a little sneak peek. That's a great idea, Amber. So, it's just loading. I don't know why it's taking so long to load. Let's see here. New tab. There we go. All right. I don't know. I'm not sure if is the stream lagging for anyone. Let me know if it is. Oh, we got 31 people in here. Fantastic. Yeah, let's do a little sneak peek. Whenever this loads. Here we go. Okay, you are all about to get some exclusive behind the scenes sneak peeks as to what the Kickstarter is going to look at when I launch it in less than 10 minutes. Okay, so let's go over here. Yeah, I'm gonna have to move this just a tiny bit. You know what? Let's actually just add a new page altogether because I didn't actually prepare for this. So window capture, add source, preview, can't spell. Okay, there we go. So this is gonna block your view for just a moment, but there we go. I'm just gonna crop that. Hello. Let's drag this down. Okay. Lovely. Okay, preview. We're gonna shrink it down here now, and we're gonna bring it down. Okay, that doesn't go down anymore. Okay, that'll do, and that'll do, donkey. That'll do. Okay, here we go. This is a little sneaky peek before I launch it in a few minutes. Okay. So, you got the About Me, you got the Ugly Goblin. I'm sure what you're all very curious about, though, is the tiers. So we'll get to those. We'll try to speed through this. But I'm very proud of this. Look at this. Look at this cool scrapbook kind of thing. We got harvesting mechanics in there. You can cook and eat any monster. Cooking custom meals. Cook together like these two lovely goblins over here. We've got special recipe cards that I told you about there. This is the Dragon Stroganoff. We've got travel and exploration rules. So for foraging, hunting, mining, fishing, one of the stretch goals is actually, the first stretch goal I believe, is to unlock fishing mechanics in like a fishing. There is fishing mechanics in this, but a fishing mini game of sorts to like turn it into like more gamify it. So it's like because I feel like every game there's an ongoing joke with my friends, and it's very true. I am a sucker for fishing mini games. I love a good fishing mini game in a video game. Let me know some of your favorite fishing mini games in the chat, because I think every good game needs a good fishing mini game. So that is one of the stretch goals if we reach a stretch goal. Unique ingredients. We got so many ingredients in here. I've already made, like, I've hand drawn over 30 of these so far. There's so many. There's literally dozens of them. We got quick snacks as well, so you don't have to just make meals during long rest. You can also make quick little snacks, and they all give you little minor bonuses during battle. You can munch them down. So this is just a brief summary of what those all are. This is again the recipe cards, and this is the DCs I was telling you about. So this is for beasts, like the lowest of the low is to get a 5 on your check here, which will give you a +1 to strength-based checks. Okay, very simple. This is just for eating beasts. But if you get a 25, you have advantage on dexterity saving throws. But maybe you want the strength buff, you see? So you might want to butcher the meal intentionally. Unique ingredients like ochre jelly meringues. You got aboleth, blubber, marshmallows in there. Then you've got, this is an example of the recipe card. These, like I said, they're kind of like mini quests. So the idea here is that you've got a list of ingredients of creatures you need to hunt down to make a super special recipe that will have much better benefits than just cooking like a random assortment of stuff. Like this is a tailored regional recipe. So here, like you get 20 temporary hit points just with a DC of 12. But if you get a DC of 24, this is one that they all stack up into because this is like a tailored experience. So you get 20 temporary hit points. You get resistance to dragon damage. So based on the dragon that you use for the Stroganoff, you'll get a different resistance. And also you'll get a +2 AC. You'll grow dragon scales on your body. So these are really fun. These are great for quest hooks. They could also be, you could have a chef like in a tavern and stuff where they get their quests and everything else. They go to the tavern, they go to the chef in there. And he's like, all right, if you get me these like 4 ingredients, I'll make you a dragon stroganoff for your next adventure. And then he feeds you all. You go off on the adventure, you bring it all back, and you get the benefit, the bonuses to go off and fight whatever boss battle. Or, it's very much like a rinse and repeat Monster Hunter kind of like system for going out, getting materials, come back, eat your meal, then go out again. So that's the thing. I mean, like, look at the time. Okay, we got a few more minutes, so I'll get down to the tiers very quickly. I can see the chat's going wild there. It's lovely to see. Thank you so much to Luke Arian says the art looks so cute. Thank you very much. Stroganoff is my favorite, says Amber. Me too. I love Stroganoff. I also like beef bourguignon is also very nice. Robbie says, thanks for the summary as well. Good storytelling, incentive, which I'm a sucker for. Absolutely, me too. Bimi says, is there any importance to things like the campfire? Do obtainable ingredients require special bonfires or cool fires? I really like that. Maybe. I won't say yes or no right now. I'm glad it's lag free. Fantastic. No AI as well. Yeah, that's a big one I point out. So it's myself and my fiance. We are putting this all together. It's just all the artwork by myself and her. So yeah, there's no AI in this at all. We are not touching the stuff. The demons. We refuse to use AI. So yes, you've got your quick mechanics here, and now you've got the tiers now that you can have a look at when we go live in just a few minutes. Okay, so PDF, simple starter. You get the PDF of the book itself, and it includes all the benefits of the any stretch goals that we unlock. You've got the physical copy of the book. Okay, You've got then the early bird. So there's only 100 of these. So make sure you grab them while you can, because when they're gone, they're gone. But you get the PDF and the book all in there for the price of just the book. So main course is all packed in there. You've got the alternative cover, and this, I don't know if this might be the first time I'm revealing this alternate cover art that we just finished recently. Myself and my fiance, this is our very first ever collaboration where I did all the line work and the base colors, and then she rendered the whole thing out, and it looks so cool. I don't know if this does it justice here, what you're seeing here, but I am so proud of how this alternate, like, luxury, deluxe cover looks like. I love it. So that's fine dining. Then you've got the full course, so you get both books and you got the PDFs all in there. We've got the chef special then. You get both books, you get the PDF, and you get your name in the credits of the book. So you will be listed in there as one of the people who contributed to this. We then have Master Chef. So those unique ingredients that I was talking about and the recipes that I was talking about, you will work with me personally to design your own unique ingredient that will go into this book. I will do artwork for it, and we will work together to also create a unique recipe card based around that specific ingredient that you have made. Okay, so pretty cool stuff, pretty cool. So that's a really big one. You get to have hands-on work in designing something that actually goes into the physical book. Then you have Celebrity Chef, which is probably my favorite tier. Well, it's my second favorite. We're getting to my favorite tier. Celebrity Chef, what you do, you will chat with me and chat with my fiance. We are the artist working on this. And you will submit your original character. You will create and design and tell us your own original character, and that character will feature in the artwork within the book itself. You will have artwork made of your character, and it will be in the actual book. So this is a really big tier. I think this is our biggest tier that we have. And then my favorite one is Made with Love. So I will make you a homemade meal. I will make you, well, not a homemade meal, but I will personally send your books to me. I will sign them all. I will give you a hand-drawn art piece. I will draw an art piece specifically for you. I'll include a bunch of other goodies in there. I'll include a t-shirt and some other things. Just a bunch of little goodies, and I'll package all that very nicely and send it off to you specifically. So with that, I think we can go and actually launch the Kickstarter. I'm so scared. Okay. Is everybody ready? Let me just catch up on the chats very quickly. We have a couple more minutes. So we got everyone still. We've got 30 people in chat. We're going to go live in just a couple of minutes. Let me see. I'll answer some little questions here. Ike says, I love the concept. The concept pairs really well with your Monster Hunter style, carving mechanics. Yeah, very Monster Hunter-y. I'm very proud of it. Bridge on the Lake says, I hope I'm not late to the giveaway announcement. No, we're going to announce the giveaway just after I launch Kickstarter. So we're going to launch Kickstarter. We're going to watch the trailer together, and then we will announce the giveaways. Okay, sound good? Sounds good. Okay. Bimi says, no AI, but what about the starving mega corporations? Screw them. Is what I say, and no one benefits from the AI anyway. Okay, dude, faded. Okay, all cover looks so good. Thank you, Miss Fortune, and welcome as well. I don't think I've seen you in the chat so far. Abidal says, custom ingredients, dragon's balls, the magic ingredient that lets you make a wish when you eat them. I love it. Yeah, brilliant. So ready to pledge. Oh, thank you, Robbie. Very, very kind. All right. Oh my God, the dungeon coach has just joined. Oh my God, we live. Let's go. Okay, we're actually not live right now. We're going to go live right now. Perfect timing. We're about to go live. Yes. Okay, perfect. All right, here we go, folks. Let me change to my Kickstarter preview mode. Okay, here we go. I'm going to click the button. All right, we're about to go live. Here we go. I don't know if anything else is going to pop up after this. If there's going to be like, are you sure? Or if it's just going to happen. I've been so terrified of this button. Okay, here we go. I'm ready to launch. I've read the details. I actually haven't read. So, launch date determines blah, 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 blah. Okay, got to raise 10,000 euros. Funding is an all or nothing thing. Cool, I understand it. If you reach your funding goal, you must complete your project. I will, absolutely. Okay, here we go. Second button. I'm so nervous, guys. I'm so scared. Has it done it? Oh my god. It launched. It's up. It's up. It's out of my hands. It's live. There you go. Go do it. I have no idea what to expect. Okay. Okay. What we're going to do, because I can't even look at this right now, it's just going to freak me the hell out. While you're all launching, if you want to pledge, you don't have to pledge at all. There's only 24 days in this, by the way. We end on Christmas night. We end on Halloween night. So there's gonna be a little bit of time just after midnight to allow you to come back from your parties and stuff. But Halloween night essentially is when we are ending this Kickstarter. Thank you all so much. Oh my god. Okay. Oh my god. The stress. Zier says typo in celebrity tier. Oh no, did I actually not upload and change the celebrity tier thing? I will do that later. Thank you so much, Zier. I actually changed that. I don't think I actually updated it. Oh my god, the embarrassment. Let me actually see. Is the celebrity tier changed? Oh god. No. Celebrity. Okay, hold up. Hold the phone. How do I edit it? All right, you know what I'm going to do? While this is doing its thing, we are going to... Thank you, everyone. Thank you for all your lovely words. We're going to watch the trailer. Yeah, spelling mistake. I looked through this whole thing. I was laser focused, but God. Okay, classic. All right, what we're going to do, we're going to watch the trailer. Okay. Because the trailer has gone up. It should have gone up right now for this. So let's have a look. YouTube trailer. Here we go. Okay. Countdown for this. Should go up any moment now. I'm gonna go make change to that thingy, and we'll watch the lovely trailer. Sound good to everyone? Oh my god. Okay. This is what I get for having whatchamacallit. I can't even remember the word. I can't even remember the word for when you can't spell very good. But I have that. Classic. Oh my god, Dungeon Coach. Thank you so much, Alan. You just got the deluxe cover. Oh my god, thank you. It has purple. Very true. You gotta get the purple dragon. Thank you so much. Incredible. Wow. Oh my god. Alright, here we go. We're gonna watch the trailer. I'm gonna change some spelling errors. And oh my god. Okay. Alright, let me just move this over here. So I can go change this. Oh my god, that's so embarrassing. So embarrassing. Okay, so you can watch my stressed face as I go and I edit this. How do I do it now? Okay. I'm gonna do that. Okay. Here we go. Hey, you may be wondering how I got in this crazy situation. Well, turns out dragons don't like to be eaten. But the Ugly Goblin's cookbook says that you totally can. And it even showed me how to harvest their juicy organs so that I can finally feed my 48 children using one of its handy little recipe cards. I went with Dragon Bourguignon because it sounded the fanciest. But it turns out, actually, there are rules in here for eating every single monster in Dungeons & Dragons. Even the ones made by third-party publishers. Whatever that means. There's also dozens of super special, unique ingredients packed in here too, which can all be made into nice little meals during your long rests. Or if you're a little freak, you could eat the ingredients raw. Are you a little freak? And hey, if you don't have time for that and you want to eat on the go, I totally get it. There's a bunch of quick bites in here too to buff you up in combat or keep you fed while you're out mining, hunting, foraging, or even fishing. The Kickstarter for the Ugly Goblin's Cookbook is live literally right now, so go spice up your games with this mouth-watering supplement. That's it. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I just realized the music has stopped actually as well. Oh my god, I'm freaking out because I haven't done dyslexia is the word I was trying to think of there. Oh my god. Okay, let's bring up. Oh god, I need to bring up Canva now. Oh my god, I actually hadn't changed that thing. Oh, this is so embarrassing, guys. Okay, let me in the meanwhile, while I'm doing this live, so sorry about this. I'm gonna just have up and ready the tiers. I don't know what I'm saying. Our Kickstarter goal. Wow! Oh my God! We've already raised 600. What? How does that even? That's insane. That's crazy. Oh my God! That's so much. That is so much. Thank you so much, everyone. Oh my God! Hold up. Let's bring that up. So yeah. Let me just Nope, that's not the one. Here we go. So, oh my God, 700. Oh my goodness, Jesus. I don't know how to process this. That's only 7. That's only 7 people. That doesn't make any sense. How am I at? It's crazy. This is insane. God, this is amazing. Amazing. I don't know. I'm speechless. Let me talk amongst yourselves, children, for 2 seconds, and I'm going to freak out on Canva for 2 seconds, and actually change the reward tier. Celebrity. How did I not change that? I actually went through everything and spell checked everything, but this was actually the first spelling mistake that we found, and I thought I did it already because I freaked out so much by it, and it made me terrified that there was more spelling mistakes. So I went and looked over everything else, and okay, current page, download. Okay, let's just download. Okay, celebrity. Okay, and then we're gonna go into the page, and we're gonna change it. Yep. Okay. We're gonna delete that, and then we're gonna add in another image. Go to my downloads. There we go. Open. Thank God. Okay, it's done. No spelling mistakes. Hopefully, I went through everything. We checked everything. Cannot believe I missed that. Okay, that is done. I'm gonna leave that tab open just in case I mess up again. But oh my God. Okay, let's refresh her. 7:30. Oops. Okay. I don't know why that is like that. So let me just and here we go. And yeah, wow. All right, let me chat with you folks and see what you're all saying in the chat. Thank you again for everyone immediately who we've already nearly made reached a grand, which is just phenomenal. Yeah, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. It means the world to me. Thank you. My wife is the MC. Hello, V. Welcome to the chat. We've just gone live, which is insane. Ree Galway says the forging artwork is so cute. Holy crap! No, thank you so much. I'm very proud of those little goblins for the forging, mining, and fishing and hunting. Hunting's the other one. Yeah. So this is kind of for smaller things. So when it talks about hunting, it's kind of talking about like, you know, little rabbits and stuff like that. Not things with like a CR rating typically. But yes. Mouth-watering indeed. Yeah, I hope you enjoy the trailer, guys. I didn't actually get to experience it too much with you. If you want to watch it again all together, we totally can. I was just freaking out over the goddamn spelling mistake. Dungeon Coach says, how did you animate the trailer? Did you do that? I did animate it. So I took all the graphics, the kind of raw PNG like layers and stuff from the actual covers themselves. I put them into Adobe After Effects and I pinned them up with like a mesh and some animation pins. And then I ran it through there. I kind of slowly animated, then moved them. It's a really cool software for animating still images. So I went in and I animated each individual part and component and then kind of jigsawed them all back together over in DaVinci Resolve. So yes, I did animate them all, yeah. it took me a while to figure out how people animate their Kickstarter stuff, but I cracked it. It took me about a week to figure it out, but we got there. But yeah. Patema says, spelling mistake. Yeah, I figured it out. I'm glad it's done before you've arrived. Welcome, Patema. Vladimir says, dang, I'm broke, but supporting the channel, I'm here. You're very, very good. Thank you so much for joining. Duncoat says, I might have to hit you up for that. It looks so cool. Thank you so much. Yeah, so the first cover was a little tricky because the layers, it was very much like a painting thing. So it was quite hard to separate out the individual components, but there's a little bit of animation in there. But the second one, I intentionally did the layers in separate pieces. So it was jigsaw pieced beforehand, and that made it much easier to animate. So yeah, do hit me up. I'd love to do something for you. It's funny, I'm doing some other thumbnails for some other YouTubers recently as well. So maybe I'll become the little artist behind the scenes of different people's YouTube channels. But it'd be my honor, it'd be a pleasure. Samuel Tier says, what recipe is your favorite? I actually answered that before, but basically, essentially, oh my god, we're at 1,000. We passed 1,000. Oh my god. I'm gonna cry, guys. Like, my dad, he made up a press release for me. I gave him all the information about the Kickstarter and my channel and what it's all about and what it means to me and the whole process about it all. And he made up a press release and he sent it off to the local paper back in Ireland. He sent it off to the national radio. And I read through it. When I read through the actual press release, I just started crying. I was reading out loud to my fiance, and I actually couldn't. I got to a point where I couldn't read anymore. I physically couldn't read because I kept like getting choked up and about to cry. But this means so much to me. This Kickstarter genuinely, and I don't say that to put any pressure on anyone. So I'd like to guilt anyone into to supporting this. This is my very first Kickstarter. I wanted to mainly test the waters of it, to see what it's like to release a Kickstarter, to learn all these lessons about building a Kickstarter, because I do want to release my own TTRPG eventually on here, and all the other stuff that I've made, like skill trees, classes skill trees for D&D, all that kind of stuff, maybe classes skill trees for other TTRPGs. So I want to do something small, but I want to do something personal that I really care about. And for me, cooking, I used to be I wanted to be a chef for the longest time in my life. Cooking is such an important part of my life. I feel very privileged with this Kickstarter that I have these graphic design skills. I used to be a graphic designer before I decided to pursue YouTube, which kind of accidentally happened. But I didn't have any money when I first moved over here to Finland to live with my partner, and YouTube just kind of took off, and I actually could start making a living because I couldn't find design work in Finland. So it was really tricky. It was a really stressful time, and it was amazing that YouTube actually just worked out in the end for me. Where am I going with this though? Essentially, the roundabout way. Where am I going with this? It means a lot. Anyway, this Kickstarter means a lot. This is like, it is now, I'm kind of like, wow, I can actually, not just get by and pay rent and stuff. That's what I'm getting at. I was a designer. I am very privileged that I have design skills, that my fiance is also an artist, so that with this Kickstarter, we don't have to outsource many other artists, though I do have a lot of other artist friends who, if this Kickstarter goes really well, I would love to outsource a bunch of their skills as well for this, because I want to actually pay my friends because they're all incredible artists. But in a lot of ways, it's kind of a nice way that we can pay ourselves to do the artwork for this as well, which is kind of cool. And if for any reason there is some leftover funding and some leftover profit, we're going to put all of it actually towards our wedding next year. I proposed to my fiance last summer, so not the summer that just passed, but the previous summer, and we're hoping to get married next summer coming, this summer coming. And if we have if we earn anything from this, we're going to save it and put it away for that. So this actually this means a lot. And not to say, you know, obviously you're not meant to earn anything from Kickstarter, and I understand that's a huge thing as well. You're not meant to earn anything, but because we are the artists, it's kind of nice that we can pay ourselves to do the artwork for the Kickstarter. So that's kind of where I'm getting at with that. But yes, I just want to say, just it means so much. Like it is. If you know we get there, I have no idea. We'll see if we get there. But already, thank you so much. This is only 16 people, which is insane to me. I don't know what to say. But thank you everyone for being on the stream as well. I was so nervous. I'm gonna be real with you right now. Before this stream went live, I couldn't stop nervous farting. I just it was one of those things. I was just like, man, I've got so much gas built up inside me. I'm under so much pressure. So to see you all here and to have such an amazing, successful opening already, just really means the world to me. Thank you so much. Let me answer some of your questions before I cry, like Pataman just said. Okay, so which recipe is my favorite? I have answered that, but short answer is actually probably in all the unique individual ingredients that are in here, which all have a kind of small recipe that goes with them. So like aboleth blubber can be turned into marshmallows and stuff like that. So yeah. Goodreads says more ingredient ideas. Okay. Voltados, essentially potatoes that have high chance to be struck by lightning and leaks the overcharge into the ground and has a citrusy taste. Great. That's insanely cool. Voltados. Well, you know, if you are, save that if you are getting the, submitting an ingredient, because that is a really cool ingredient. Amazing. I love that. Zyra says, oh, hey, that explains why our time zones are the same. You're from Finland too, Zyra, am I pronouncing that right? That is so cool. You don't have to tell me, but I'm curious where in Finland. I'm living in Tampere now. So I'd be curious if you're nearby. It's kind of cool. Lucarian says, congratulations, and I hope it'll go well. Oh my God, guys, we have to do the giveaway. All right, I'm trying to get everything done. So I'm sorry for anyone who's been waiting for the giveaway. Let's get that set up. I'll answer these few questions and then we'll give away this beautiful break book. Okay, let me get it set up here for you all. Okay. Yes, Wheel of Fortune. That's the one we want. We're gonna go to maps, etc. And we are going to, there it is. It's all set up. Beautiful. Let me just center it a little bit. Now, beautiful. We have 34 people waiting to see if their name is going to be called out for this. So I'm very, very excited. Let me also, while we're here, no, that's fine. I think we've got everything we need. Amber says, I read Voltados and thought it was going to be potatoes that exclusively grow in volcanic rocks. I actually thought the same thing. I thought they were going to be exploding potatoes. Actually, no, I thought they were going to be exploding tomatoes, is what I thought they were going to be. BB says, we appreciate you, boss. Here's to 100 more. Support the artists, support the content, support you. Everyone, you can see your heart. Everyone can see that you're a hard work and effort. I hope your heart can be more at ease from now on. Thank you very much. Yeah, it's been pretty stressful. Not gonna lie. Samuel Tier says, who does more cooking, you or your fiance? That would be me. Occasionally, my fiance does do the cooking, and she is a good cook. I like her cooking. But she has said to me, like, she has always been the cook in the past. But I do maybe like 95% of the cooking, which I have no problem with. I love cooking. It's just kind of funny, yeah, that she used to be the kind of main cook, and now she's like, what are we cooking today? We're a good duo, though. She'll come up with the recipe. She's like, I fancy this, and I'm like, okay, cool, I got you covered. So yeah. Miss Fortune, you say you see that your name, yes, we've got 34 names in here, some doubles because some people commented on the video twice. Lava Potato says, Helena Faye. Yeah, that'd be cool. Imagine like it's just filled with like molten cheese. Potato says, she makes a mean salmon soup. She does. She makes a fantastic, very traditional Finnish salmon soup. She has a lot of nice recipes that she makes. She's a great cook. Okay, Daniel Bug says, I can't see my name is on the wheel. I couldn't see, I don't know if, maybe it is. I don't know. Did you comment on the videos? Let me see. Let's have a look. Let's see if you're here. Wait, was it Daniel Bog? I don't think I remember putting your name in, but I don't think I found it either in the chats. Did you comment on any of the break videos? Let me know if you did. I might have missed it. Dungeon Coach says, heading out, brother. I'm gonna plug your Kickstarter on my live stream tonight, though. Hope that helps. Oh my god, thank you so much. That incredible. Thank you very, very, very much. And have a wonderful, wonderful evening. Good luck with your live stream. All right, let's go. We're gonna spin the wheel here, guys. Let's hide it, and I'm gonna click the spin, and we'll see who gets picked. I won't tease you any longer. All right, and also just to say, if your name isn't pulled here, there will be more giveaways throughout this month. That Geist. Have we got that Geist in the chat? If that Geist is here, let me know. If you are not in the chat right now, let me know. Otherwise, if you, I'll get in touch with that Geist on YouTube. If that Geist does not reply by next week's stream, we'll spin this wheel again to see if anyone else is going to be available. But also, just to say, every week now, in the run-up or in the conclusion of this Kickstarter, I'm going to be giving away another one of these Break RPG books here. So if you haven't won this stream during this week, there's a chance that you can win one in the live stream next week. So I'm going to leave it there for this giveaway. That Geist, I'm going to remember that. I'm going to take a screenshot. That's what I'm going to do. And I'll get in touch with that Geist if that Geist also hasn't gotten back to me. Every week we have 4 of these to give away. So there's those. And then also in November, I'm also doing a charity live stream for Extra Life, the Extra Life Foundation. And I'm going to be giving away the deluxe version, this lovely deluxe version of Break RPG on that stream. So lots and lots and lots of giveaways to be won in the coming 4 weeks or so. So hop on to the next stream. We're going to be chatting about some of the stuff, the Kickstarter and everything else. So hop on over there and let me know I don't know, what do you think of the Kickstarter in the next stream? And if you what you've pledged, or you don't have to tell me what you pledged, but what you're excited about. We'll talk about more of the mechanics of the book itself. And I'll stick around here for the next, let's say, 10 minutes or so, and I'm going to answer whatever questions anyone has before we wrap it up for this stream. We'll see. If people want to still stick around and hang out. I have the whole night, so happy to just stick around, build some hype around this, and see where we're at by the end of it. Okay. I'm sorry, Bridge, as well, that you didn't get the didn't get it this time, but maybe next time. We have Royale says every week. Oh yes, yeah, I read that one. Shadow God says GG. There's always next time for sure. Daniel Bog says congratulations to the winner. Also, which video? So I released a few videos previously, and during those videos, I said if you comment #break and tell me why you like the book, you will have a chance to win one of these break books. But in all the following streams after this, we're just going to give them away live in the stream. I'm going to set up a whole kind of like game within the stream, and you might be able to win one during this. So there we go. So tell your friends, get them on the live stream next time, and we'll see if you win. Okay, Zara says, never joined the Discord, but might pop up around there. Oh, beautiful. Yeah, fantastic. It is a really lovely community. It's a wonderful community on the Discord. So let me know. I don't think you can ping me on there, but if you reply to one of my messages, I'll see you. But I look forward to seeing you there. 19 backers, 20 backers. Oh my God, that's crazy. We've only been live for 20 minutes? 20 minutes? That's insane. What? Oh my God. Okay, let's see what's been back. We've got one PDF backer. Oh, let me expand this. 2 seconds. There we go. So we got one PDF backer. We have... No one's bought the physical book. Interesting. And somehow we've already had 20 backers. That's crazy. Oh, of course. There's the early bird PDF. Only 2 of them so far. There's 150 of them. So do get them while they're hot. Because once they're gone, they're gone. Okay. We've also got the alternate cover. 4 people have backed the alternate cover. People like the alternate cover. That's cool. I mean... He's kind of banger. I'm not going to lie. I'm pretty proud of the alternate cover. It's pretty sick. Wow. Thank you so much to everyone who's backed already. The alternate cover. That's crazy. Crazy to me. We got the full course. No one's not gotten the full course yet. No one wants 2 books yet. That's fair. I get it. Chef Special. Nothing there yet. Made with Love. Wow. We have someone already backed the Made with Love. That's crazy. So I'll be signing your books for you specifically. I'll be hand signing them. I'll be giving you drawings. I'll be giving you t-shirts and a bunch of other goodies, and I'll be posting that package directly to you. We have MasterChef bundle. This bundle, for anyone who doesn't know, the MasterChef bundle, you get to create a custom ingredient that will be added directly to the book itself, as well as a recipe built around that ingredient, which is super fun. And we have original character. No one's packed this one yet. That's totally cool. I don't understand how we have the amount of backers that we do. This can't be correct. That's so weird. I don't understand how we're at nearly 15,000. That I don't get it, dude. That makes no sense to me. Okay. What else are people saying? Cuttery says, Isla carrots. Oh, wait. That I can't even pronounce that. Maybe it was Isla carrots. I don't know. Carrots that grow a thin protective layer of ice near the bottom of the carrots to prevent them from being torn from the ground. Requires harvesting via cutting carrot above the ice after dug out. Cool. I like that. That's pretty cool. Samuel, early bird. You got early bird. Oh my God. Cool. Wipe the MC says, are there any goblin related recipes in the book? Asking for science. There is, what is it called again? It's got some stinky ass name, like, I don't want to say unga bunga soup or something like that, but it's essentially just a big hot pot of a mishmash of stuff, specific stuff. There is specific ingredients that need to go in there to make it this traditional goblin hot pot. But it's like a frenzy hot pot, so it sends goblins into like a wild frenzy. So they often eat it before they go to war or before they have to do something crazy. So that's a really fun one. So there is specifically a goblin themed recipe in there. Great question. Fantastic question. Thank you. Thanks for asking. My wife is the MC. Says I packed the PDF as well because shipping to the Philippines is not easy. Fair. I totally get it. We don't eat our kind. Helena Faye say just wanted the PDF. And Aussie, so it can cost a lot to ship here. I get that. That's totally a reasonable reason not to forgot to get the book. I've done the same many times because shipping can be crazy sometimes. Novazan says, hey, I made it to the stream. 20 backers already. I know, 21 now, which is crazy. Thank you so much for joining. It's very, very sweet of you to be here. Need to update the page, bro. Wait, why do I need to update the page? Is it okay? Is the page okay? That was Abdel saying update the page. Yeah, maybe I just need to reset it. It says like 21 backers here, but maybe I do need to refresh it. Let's see. Let's see what happens if I refresh. Okay. Let's go down here. Boom, 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 boom. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. We have different numbers here now that I've actually refreshed it. Who'da thunk? I needed to refresh it. Wow. Okay, yeah. So 5 PDFs in there. Amazing. Let me just drag this down a nice little bit so we have a nice bit of space. We have 1 physical book bought. Amazing. Wow, 8 backers for the early bird. Fantastic. Incredible. Sensational. 5 for the fancy dining. Amazing. Thank you all so much. Full course. No one for the full course yet. Chef special. No one for chef special. Made with love. 2 for made with love. Oh my god, thank you so much. Amazing. That's my personal favorite one. None for Master Chef yet, and none for Celebrity Chef. Still in my head that doesn't make any sense, but who am I to argue with the numbers on screen? Honestly, yeah, I was so nervous. I didn't know what we were gonna get. I didn't know. Yeah, this is wonderful to see. Thank you all so much. My wife, the MC, says, recipe made by goblins, not made of goblins. Cool. Yes, no, you don't eat goblins for the actual goblin recipe in there. Yeah. No, there's no humanoid recipes in this one, I will say. Yeah. Bimi says, hey boss, do you remember Wardy the Goblin? If I pledge him in the book, will you do art or something trying to cook him like a hag or something? You know what? Specifically, yes. For you, absolutely. We will have Wardy the Goblin on a spit roast being cooked by a hag. 100%. I love it. Fantastic. Ow. I don't know what happened there. My muscle got caught. But Damien says, how to cook 40 goblins. Daniel Vog says, any teases for other stretch goals? Yeah, let's have a look at the stretch goals themselves. So let's hop over here and we will go to where are we going? This one, I believe. Yeah, let me just pop it up. I think it's this. Yeah, here we go. This one. This is the one. Okay. Or preview actually is the one that we need. There we go. Let's move this over a little bit. So let's look at the stretch goals we do have. Okay. So we'll go right down to the bottom here. Scroll all the way down. Oh, wait. What does it say launching soon? I'm confused. Let's restart it. Refresh the page. There we go. Oh my god, we're 23 backers. My god. My goodness. Fantastic. Joyous day. Yeah, let's have a look down here at the current stretch goals that we can see. So, in terms of, we have the first one. If we manage to get to 15k, I will add a fishing mini game in there. So I've already worked on the mechanics for it and have like the basis for them, but obviously some artwork and everything will go with it. So a nice chunky little mini game that you can add to your D&D games for fishing. Got stuff in there for lures, rods, and lines. All kind of, you can get different tiers of them, and they all require different checks and skills and stuff like that. I'm very, very proud of how this is coming along. Then 20k. This one may change, which is why I've blacked it out. But For a while, I didn't know if we could get a hardback. So this tier, this stretch goal may actually just disappear. I will know by the time we get there, hopefully, if we have hardbacks or not. I'm pretty sure we have hardbacks now. So this tier actually will go away, and everything else will move up. Meaning that the next one here, can anyone guess in chat what this will be? I'll give you a minute to see if you can guess what this stretch goal will be. We'll see. See what you think. Welcome Over Treat says, Paige is fine. Think it's just Europe or dollars. Okay, euro or dollars. Yeah. Okay, makes sense. Thank you very much. I'm sorry for the cooking ASMR. Can you tell us some more of the unique ingredients? Yeah. So that was Helena Faye who asked, while you are putting your guesses for what this tier is, Helena Faye says, yeah, what are some of the unique ingredients? So we've got a bunch. Let me show you the ones that are here and what they kind of do. But the idea is that these are from specific monsters, kind of in Dungeons and Dragons, or specific fantasy creatures, I suppose. Whereas everything else, you can use kind of this simple premise for any generic monster. So if you take ingredients from a beast creature, you can use this to see what benefits that ingredient will give you. But then I also have a massive collection of unique ingredients from a bunch of different monsters that will have specific benefits if they're cooked into. You can eat them raw for sure. Some of them you can eat raw, and others you can prepare into special meals as well. So, for example, the Mimic's Tongue, like I said, gives you basically like if you know Prop Hunt, it gives you the abilities from Prop Hunt where you can turn into like a mundane object, and so you, as long as you're not moving, you will look like, you know, a chest of drawers or a table or a chair or something like that. The slime cube, let me actually get my own document out for these because I actually can't remember off the top of my head. I've written a bunch of these now. I've written over 30 at least at the moment. So bear with me. Ingredients. I have to go on my iPad. Yeah, I think this is the one. No, that is not the one. There we go. So let's see. What have we got here? Oh, that's also not the right document. Sorry now. This one. I have too many documents. Right, aberrations. Let's go with, yeah, Beholder Central Eye. You cook down the Beholder Central Eye into like a gelatinous mass. It takes about an hour to like break down a Beholder Eye. But as it's breaking down, it creates like this area of like non-magical effect all around you. So you have like an hour of like this non-magical area around you. So if you want to like neutralize all the magic in a space, you can just start cooking up this eye, and it's actually the aroma that is given off that just kills magic, which is really cool. For the, let me see, the gelatinous slime cube. Let's go down to oozes here. Give you a little taste of what's in there. So you blanch it. You blanch this cube, and when you consume it, basically you get advantage on dexterity checks to squeeze through spaces that are smaller than you. So you can just squeeze through spaces. It kind of like goops you up and kind of releases these oils from your skin and things like that. Hydra steak. Hydra steak is kind of crazy. If you eat a Hydra steak, you grow an additional head. If your head is cut off, you don't die, and instead you will gain. You'll be reduced to. Wait, you don't die, but are still reduced to 0 hit points, and you regrow a head plus 1 additional head. For the time being, like when you eat this steak. So you can end up having 2 heads on your character if you eat a Hydra steak, which is kind of fun. There's a bunch of them. There's a bunch of different things here. I can answer some other questions here, but I'm noticing there's a lot of other people asking some questions, so I'll get back to these in a little bit. Stretch goals. I just went straight to picking up pledges. Bonus. Yeah. Any of the stretch goals, if we do reach stretch goals, that will all be included in the book itself. They're not going to be add-ons or anything like that. You will just straight up get all that added to your package deal that you've pledged to your tier. And then the face says the Goblin Ranch is so damn cute. Thank you so much. Skillet dish. There's gonna be some magic items in here too. I will say that much. There will be a magical frying pan, like a Sam frying pan. Pie making contest, one shot. That'd be really cool. That'd be very, very cool. Food fighter. So these are your guesses. Yeah, so let's go back down here. Let's see what people. So you've guessed skillet dish. Very good guess. Very good guess for what this is. This is this stretch goal. Pie making contest one shot is Patema's guess. My wife is the MC is very close, saying food fighter. Mimi says, I'm guessing it's a special chef class. Also, Miantu says goblin cooking assistant. I love that. And Miss Fortune says cooking minigame. Very good guess as well. But no, it is actually, this will be a special chef class along with 3 subclasses. It's going to be its own unique class. So it's not going to be a subclass of artificer. It's going to be its own unique class with a bunch of different subclasses that all work in tandem with the rules in this book. So that is what that will be. And that might be pushed up. If I can confirm that we're definitely going to have hardbacks regardless, this is going to be pushed up. So it's going to be much more achievable stretch goal. So yeah. Let's see. Let's go down here. Amber says, interesting because Hawaiian chocolate that doesn't flavor chocolate. Okay, I actually don't know. I missed some chat going ahead, but let's go down to the actual current chat here. I just can't keep up with everything. Yummy aroma eye, says Be Me. Thanks for the sound effects, says Patema. Cat liquid mode. Yes, cat liquid mode if you eat a jelly cube. Let me scroll back up here before I start answering some more questions. Let's go to the top. Oh my god, we're nearly at 2,000. That I honestly, genuinely, truly, I did not expect to be this far already. Has it even been up? It hasn't even been up an hour. It's not been up an hour, and we're already at this. I'm actually gonna. Oh my god! Actually, I can't process this. My voice is cracking and everything. Jesus. My wife is the MC. Says that's super unique. It has that fringe you can use of being a hard counter for a Vorpal sword. Yes. But at the same time, it makes sense. With the ingredients, love it. Yeah, for the Hydra steak, yeah, that if you get your head chopped off, you just regrow 2 heads. So yes, yeah, it's a very fun one, that one. Some of them are pretty powerful, but what I love about it too, and I've been doing this a lot in my recent campaign, is rewarding my players with items or ingredients from creatures, and they make for such good magic items and such like fitting magic items too, rather than getting like a random +1 sword or whatever from defeating a Hydra. I was like, it was in its stomach or whatever, classic Skyrim logic where you kill a wolf and inside the wolf is like 3 garnets, whereas here it's like, no, you take the meat from the Hydra, and if you eat it, it will change you permanently like a magic item. A lot of them are consumable though too, so you're not gonna like, and hopefully the idea is that you will get loads of them. After playing Baldur's Gate 3, where they give you so many consumable items, I'm a hoarder. I always hoard like consumables, but because it was giving me so many so often, I just started using them so much, and it was so much fun. So I've done that way more in my D&D games, is give way more consumable magic items, but make them the individual magic items that they get much more rare. But so with this, there's gonna be so many ingredients that, as a DM, you can hand out to your players and constantly reward them for defeating this monster. It's like, oh, we defeated a vampire, let's get the vampire ashes or whatever, and then we can use the vampire ashes to turn invisible and stuff like that. So yes. Dimi says, does the book include a chef hat? There will be images potentially of chef hats, cannot confirm, but potentially yes. Not a physical one though, no physical ones. Ben Law says, just order the full course. Is there a set menu? Are drinks included? There's going to be drinks in the book itself, 100%. And another one of our stretch goals, if we reach it, I don't know if we'll reach it or not, is I'm going to go out to all of your favorite YouTubers and have them all submit recipes into this book. And we're going to have actual real recipes you can cook and prepare for your D&D games, made and used, like, you know, invented or, you know, designed or written by your favorite YouTubers. And there will be a few of my own favorite recipes in the book, I think. I can't confirm that completely yet. I haven't put it down. But depending on how we go with making this Kickstarter, it's my first Kickstarter, but so I don't want to promise this. It'll definitely be in there. My own recipes will definitely be in there if we get the tier for YouTuber recipes. But I can't confirm that I'm going to add my own yet. But yes. Okay. So, Potema says, I love how we had no idea what we were talking about for a second. I can't even remember what that was in regards to subclass for class, or class. It is a class. Yeah, we're getting a proper chef class as one of the stretch goals. Yes. 70k already. I know, it's insane. Let's refresh and see if it's changed. It's probably the same. Yeah, same. I'm not going to get my hopes too high, but we're nearly at 30 backers already, which is insane. Amber says, I can share the chocolate thing in Discord. Okay, yeah. I'd love to know about the special chocolate ingredient thing. I'll have to scroll back up at some stage and look at it for myself. How are we doing in the chat? Okay. Kodari says, will you make a kin that can grow specific ingredients unique to their species on themselves? Maybe like a lizard tail type stuff or symbiotic plants. I will say I am releasing a kin at some stage, I don't know when, called the what are they called again? Hold up, I've got it in my notebook. This one. Yeah. So they are bear with me. Florian. So Florians are plant creatures, plant folk. Sorry, that banana bread stuck in my throat. Florians are plant folk in Gostar. I just couldn't remember the name for the life of me there, so I had to get the notebook. But they would be a very cool creature if they have like food and ingredients growing on them. That is a really cool feature for them. Helena Faye says, I've played some quite vain characters at times. Them getting two heads sounds so amusing. I actually had a player, so I've play tested the two head thing. One of my players has this legendary ability where they can grow a second head from their own blood on their shoulder, because they're kind of related to the Demogorgon. So they can grow this second head that basically embodies kind of their more primal emotions and feelings, and it is very, very fun to role play their second head. They could also, I asked them as well, did they want to role play it or did they want me to role play it? So I'm now role playing their second head, and it's such a fun time. Bimi says, any advice for DMs who want to use this in campaigns and adding it mid-campaign? That's a really good one. I would say have your players stumble maybe upon a book, like a magic item, that is a cookbook, that is a journal on how to actually extract proper ingredients from monsters and how to cook them into things. Like there might be a special technique there where there's a special way to preserve the essence of the monster so that when you defeat it, it's not just like you're not just the magic from them can be retained, so that usually, say you kill a Hydra normally and you get a steak from it, maybe it's just like a bit of a fishy steak, but if you use the techniques in this book, or just even have it on your person, the magical properties of the ingredients will be retained. So maybe have your players find this book or be given it to it by a chef, or maybe they discover a specific chef somewhere that they can go back to, and if they bring ingredients to them specifically, they will also cook meals for them, something like that. Have them meet someone, have them find an item that allows them to do things like that. That would be my advice anyway. I definitely think I'll be adding that to the book as well, like how to use this book, how to add it to your games, how to incorporate it, all those kind of things. Ben Law says the real question is, are we going to have a real recipe for each monster type that we can create for games night? That's a good question, and like I said, I cannot confirm this yet. Bimi says, bro, really gonna make other YouTubers submit? I am 100% gonna. I've already tested the waters months ago at this stage to see if YouTubers would be up for sharing recipes with this book, and so far so good. Menlos is very excited. Lucarian stretch goal, pineapple ginkin. Pineapple ginkin, that's so good. Says potato. My wife is the MC. Gotta jump off. Congrats on the launch and best of luck on the campaign. Thank you so much, and thank you so much for pledging as well. It means the world to me. Have a great evening, V, and lovely chatting to you. Novazan says, sorry if this has already been answered somewhere, but I'm curious what kind of cooking resources you can get from mining, as it's mentioned. Can I finally eat some scrumptious rocks? Yes. Short answer, yes. The idea with the mining, you will both be able to get stuff like, I suppose, kind of like minerals, like salts and stuff that you can crumble and grate onto your foods. But also in there will be ores and material that you can use to not only like forge into, say, weapons and things like that, but cooking supplies, cooking utensils, if you will. So these ores that you can mine, they're maybe not going to be the most tasty to eat, but you totally could. There might be a few in there that you can eat, but some of them specifically will be very handy for creating cooking supplies, like your actual equipment. But yes, salt rock is a rock. Yes, exactly, Potato. Misfortune says, so curious about mining mechanics. Yeah, mining mechanics are so far they're simple enough where they're not like it's kind of a thing you can do while you're traveling from place to place, because I don't want it to completely derail traveling. But as you're traveling, everyone can make different checks to do whatever things. If you want to go mining, if you want to go fishing, just things and activities to do in downtime or while traveling from place to place. But like I said, my first stretch goal is going to be a fishing mini game, and there is potential as well to have specific mini games for all the other parts as well if we unlock that tier. We'll see how we do. I don't want to get too ahead of myself with stretch goals and things like that. We'll see where we're at. But yeah, there will 100% be a fishing mini game where you can actually upgrade and change out the kit for your actual rod itself. There's 3 different things you've got to do to actually find a fish and reel it in and actually catch it or whatever. And all of those will be assisted based on, and some things might not be possible at all if your rod isn't up to scruff. So if you try to fish up a whale, for example, with a regular rod, your rod's going to break. So there's things based on sizes of fish. There's going to be things. So this is all, again, I've started planning it anyway, just in case, because it's my earliest stretch goal. So I want to be prepared for it. So I've written down a lot of kind of hypothetical mechanics for fishing mechanics, and I have other ideas too for how I do it for all the other exploration things. But we'll see how we do. Speaking of expectations and hype and things, see where we're at the moment. Okay, still the same. Cool. But yes, hope that answered your question. Beamy says, so add a non-player chef. Got it. Yeah, that makes sense. Add a non-player chef, or in some ancient tomb or whatever, they find a journal made by some chef or something like that. Novazan says, hell yeah, eat them rocks. Amber says, ooh, a goblin chef would fit perfect in my campaign. Oh, fantastic. Abigail from Stardew Valley. Yes, 100%. That's fun. Yeah, is Abigail the one who loves amethysts and stuff? Amazing. Order dispenser says, bro said, I have iron deficiency. Bring me an iron bar and a cheese grater. I will I'll get my iron one way or another. I love that. Fantastic. We're going to need a bigger boat. Yeah, 100%. So there's going to be some mechanics in there for fishing, for like massive fish and things like that. Like a rainbow salmon serpent, which I've actually put into one of my games recently. Beanie says, I can go whaling? Yeah. Yeah, you can. Potato says, non-player chef, also known as an NPC. Yeah. I like that. That's fun. Any plans for a chef background? Yeah, I think there would 100% be a few little feats and a few backgrounds and things in this here for sure. Yeah, absolutely. Right. Well, I'll stick around here for 5 more minutes, I think. Let's see if we have any other backers in this time. But let's go down here one last time and see, what we've got in terms of who's pledged for what. We got 6 PDFs, amazing. We have 2 main books. We have 11 early birds, brilliant. Lovely to see the early birds getting in there. 5 deluxe books have already been ordered or pledged. We have 1 full course, amazing. I think actually someone said earlier in the chat that they went with the full course. Chef special, nothing for chef's special yet. 2 made with love. No Master Chef bundle and no Celebrity Chef yet. Well, incredible, everyone. Thank you so much again so far. It's like blows my mind. Let me go big mode over here. Why is that saying that number? I've got all my tabs mixed up. That's why. There we go. All right. What else are people asking? I'll answer a few more questions before I wrap up this stream and just take a bit of a breather for myself. Guttery says, are there any stuffing recipes to stuff into creature carcasses for roasting like turkeys and American Thanksgiving? I think that will be down to probably your own way, the way you would interpret like designing a recipe, because a big thing in this is having fun with your food and working together to like describe a meal that you end up preparing. So if you are preparing the stuffing for this big roasted duck, then absolutely that could be your contribution, is you have now stuffed some myconoid mushrooms into the insides of this bird, which I think is really, really fun. Yeah. Beamy says, you and the missus going out to celebrate tonight, boss? Well, actually, my missus is already out celebrating tonight. She's gone to a friend's house this evening. Didn't line up any other day. Oh, she's actually hanging out with a friend herself. But we will absolutely either celebrate this evening when she's back, or we will probably do something tomorrow when we're less tired. But yes, I think so. I think it'd be really nice. Blue is quiet because Blue isn't here. Blue's gone on the coffee date with my fiance, so neither of them are here. I have the house to myself, so that's kind of why I'm like hesitant to like maybe not leave yet as well. Maybe we can just still chat or hang, or we could play something. I put a game on, but also I should probably stop because I've been non-stop going for the past few weeks, and maybe resting myself is also not a bad idea. Daniel Bug says, are there any meat substitutes in case the nearest deep known isn't much for being cooked. There are so many different types of food in this. And there's loads of food too. Obviously you've got plants and things. But there's so many things here too that can inspire other concepts, for example. Like, you know, you've got beast, the beast stat block. But you could also say that this is like a mushroom stat block as well. If you don't want to have, you know, eating meat in your games. You could totally sub out beast for fungi, and instead of putting it in plant, because technically fungi isn't even plants anyway. So you could do things like that, 100%. And there's loads of other, in the unique ingredients, there's like jello, there's like mushrooms in there, there's loads of like plant-based things too. Yeah. Beamy says, well, I hope you have a good evening, boss. Hope you get a good break. Thank you very much. I need to stop farting, says Patema. I can't help it. My body's just built different. Faye Helena said, could you do more shorts on the other ingredients in the future? 100%. I would love to do that. I think I'll have to do that during this month. So absolutely, I'll add that to my list of things to do. But I had a lot of fun making those as well. They're really fun shorts. Lucarian says, oh no, Moby Duck Moby Duck got killed and stuffed. Oh my goodness. Alright, let's refresh this one last time. And here we go. Beautiful. I think that did go up. I don't know. I'm just super tired and not paying attention. But thank you all so much for joining. It has been wonderful. This is an incredible start, and I cannot thank you enough. Have a wonderful day wherever you are, and I'm gonna go take a bit of a break, and I'll see you around next week. Again, remember, Break RPG is we're going to give away 3 more books. So every week I'm going to do a live stream. So long as the Kickstarter is live, we're going to do the last one on Halloween night, and I'll see you